Hey y'all, welcome to the Max. So today we're really kind of rolling out a little bit, I don't want to really call it a rant. However, it is going to kind of be a little bit of a different video, kind of a chatty video where we just want to really discuss food industry, but also in the farming industry as well.
We know that some of the things that we're eating, such as processed food from the grocery, is not good for our bodies. Also, let's talk about farms. Even though we want to support our local farmers, is that food clean or is it dirty?
And really what we mean by is it clean or dirty? So let's kind of break that down a little bit. Your conventional farmers, most of them really do mean well. And if by all means support your local farmers, if that is the best case scenario. However, I do challenge you to talk to your farmers and ask them questions. Are you using GMO food? Are you organic? Don't pay organic money for food that isn't organic, because you're going to get beat by doing that. So ask those hard questions. What are you feeding your animals before I buy your beef? Are you feeding them grains? Are you feeding them out on grains? Are they strictly grass-fed beef? You want to ask those questions. You want to know if they're feeding them GMO food, because the quality of that is not going to be what you get from an organic farmer.
We often hear the question of, well, if we're eating organic from the store, is that better than eating local from the farmer? Well, it's a catch-22. Some of that can be true and some of that can be false. When we talk about talking to your farmer, remember, if we're feeding our animals the same GMO crops that we're telling you to stay away from when it comes to the grocery store processed food, then it's no better from the farmer either, just because we're getting it more fresh, quote unquote fresh. If they are feeding them foods that are full of herbicides, full of pesticides, and also are chemical-laced seeds, so they look better, then necessarily is it better for us than the Walmart organic section? Now, I would challenge you to always support local. But when Misty says, support your farmer, let's talk to the farmer and let's discuss with them. Remember, who is one of the biggest investors in John Deere? It's Bill Gates. Who's one of the biggest investors of Monsanto and Bayer, which is the one who sprays the crops? It's the billionaires such as Bill Gates. So it's not that we're scared of what someone is doing. It's just sometimes they may not know exactly what they're doing and what they're putting on their food and how it could actually be more harmful than just buying it from the store.
Really, what is the solution to your problem? Go to that farmer and say, how are you growing? And if it is not as organic and natural as possible, I challenge you to try to find somebody who is growing holistically organic and natural as possible. It's not much different than going to the grocery store and getting all your food, and going to your local farmer and getting foods that have been sprayed. The grounds have been sprayed, they're feeding their animals GMO food. All of that makes a huge difference. So I want y'all to think more of a natural approach. Try to steer away from your conventional farming, because you're going to get, like Colby said, your herbicides, your pesticides, your GMO foods. And honestly, that stuff is not any healthier for you than what you would get at the grocery store. Try to find somebody who farms more natural, more holistic, organically, so you're getting quality food without all the chemicals.
And remember this, when people say it's actually costing more to buy those organic foods, it's actually not. Think about the health risks that you're putting your body in by eating all this stuff that is untested, or that is tested and has been held down to show that this stuff is causing us to be sick, maybe obese, be a diabetic, cancer, all those things. So when you say it's costing more to eat organic, it probably is not. In the long run, it's actually better for your body. You're eating whole foods, and you're actually over time going to save money because of your health benefits of that, instead of eating this garbage food.
Remember God foods. The foods that God made, stay away from the rest. Now, I will be honest with you, during the holidays, it is hard for us to stay on track, because we're eating here, we're eating there, we're eating everywhere. But after the holidays, let's start thinking about the new year, how you can turn over a new leaf, not make this a New Year's resolution, but make it a new life. So I really do challenge you guys to start trying to think outside the box, encouraging you to look for God foods, look for those holistic, natural foods. It will change your body and it will change your life.
And remember this, everybody wants to start the new diet plan for January. Don't look at vegan or carnivore or keto. If you just learn to eat holistically and eat single ingredient foods, I promise you, it will make your body change like you want it to, but for the best, and you won't gain the pounds back. You'll live on a more holistic, organic diet, and I promise you, you'll be happier by the year end.
Happier and healthier.
God bless.
Happy homesteading, y'all.
Happy homesteading, y'all.